Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, Starlight, great to see you. Hi, Dwanette Raven. Venusian vibes. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. Those wisdom teeth pulled out. That can leave you a little bit sore for sure. I hope you're feeling better. All right, guys. I'm going to try to do this one live. It always makes me nervous because my dog, if he barks, it's a disaster. But let's just see how this all rolls. Okay. So I always start these bonus general messages with something real that happened pertaining to my dog. And every day he does something hilarious to me. But mostly, he was causing a ruckus today, and he was jumping up and grabbing like everything that was in my hands. And I finally stopped and I looked at him and I said, "This doesn't work unless you listen to me." And I said, "No." And he just was like, and I was so impressed. My partner looks at me and goes, "I think he understands the English language." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think so too." So was I was very proud of him. So I don't know if that's going to set the tone for anything, if it's like something's a little bit out of control and then it gets kind of like pulled back together and things are moving smooth. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Nina. Great to see you, sweetheart. So we start out with the star card. This is a wish fulfillment. I mean, obviously my wish today was that my dog would behave in that moment, but this is really nice to see Aquarian energy come in. This is it can be healing energy. Now, the thing is with this particular card, you notice that she's all calm, well and good above the waterline, and underneath the waterline, we've kind of got like some little piranhas and stuff down there. So I'm going to say that it's a bit of a, like, someone is emerging into the life that they want to live after possibly having lived really like on a shoestring or had life not be at all what they wanted it to be. It could have been a bit of a struggle, but they're emerging as kind of like a reborn individual. So very nice. Even though it does, to me, it always hints that there was a time of pretty great stress and sorrow. Let's keep going with this deck a little bit because I'm very intrigued to see where this one is going to take us. We're kind of stripping it down to the bare bones on this. Hi everyone, JPV, great to see you out there. All right, so Ace of Cups, and then the Chariot is in the reverse. So Cancerian vibe here. This, I would say that this is somebody who is so the image in my mind is, instead of something like a car taking off and driving forward, it's more like if somebody was wearing a jetpack and they went straight up in the sky. That's the kind of energy that our character has. It's not projecting them forward, it's allowing them to just kind of like skyrocket up right where they are. So this would be the example of, say, someone whose business had been really sparse for quite a while, and then all of a sudden they don't really make any big changes. They don't really do anything where it's like, wow, I got to change jobs, or wow, I got to, roll out way more money in all kinds of advertising. Instead, it would be like their business suddenly just kind of skyrockets all at once. And that may be because they've really started to love what they're doing. Sometimes when we're really satisfied, when we're really loving ourselves, we're loving, the whole journey that we're on. It's amazing how it's like, you know what? Things are going so much better right now. And it's not that it's not like I'm progressing or trying to get beyond something, or just, living for tomorrow and the day when everything gets really great. I already love where I'm at. And that kind of energy is kind of making everything blossom right where it is, which is really nice, because all too often we talk about stories where it's like a character has to do all kinds of, like growth that take them someplace else. And this says they're good right where they are, and things are improving, and their success is going kind of off the charts right where they are. Not a real shock, because we do have the Magician. It came out at kind of a little bit of a jaunty angle here. This is Virgo Gemini. We have the Empress, Libra Taurus, and we have the Knight of Wands. This definitely could be more about career first and foremost. This is, you notice how, I don't know, I'm going to add this in because this is what I see. Maybe somebody does enjoy, psychics and tarot readings and palm readings. We see the palm right here. Maybe they actually went to someone who said, hey, you know what? You got some amazing spark of energy to you. You are meant to be successful. And this person is like, you know what? That is just straight up confirming what I already know. I am meant to be successful. It doesn't matter if this is a masculine or a feminine. I don't read for genders. This could be a male just as easily. But the big thing is, I think there was just somebody got confirmation from, maybe it was a fortune teller or something. Maybe that's what our character, they got that extra added confidence. And it really just reaffirmed what they already knew. They didn't need to go have anybody else tell them that they are skilled or that they have a powerful aura or that they have success up ahead, because we make success in our lives. Every single person out there does. It all depends on what do we feed in our life, right? Do we feed our own like self, our interests, our hobby, our skill set? If we do that, then we're probably going to have success. That's how that goes. If we linger on something hoping it'll magically be successful, but we aren't really, well, I mean, it sounds rude, but we aren't that talented at something, then it probably isn't going to be the thing that makes us $1 billion. Like, I'll use myself as an example to soften how rude that sounded. I loved painting when I was like 15. I also knew I wasn't that talented. I wasn't going to be able to become a famous painter. I wasn't going to make my living that way. That was okay. Painting was a hobby for me. It's something I still love. But did I have any illusions about like, oh, just because I like this should be like the way that I make my mark in this world? No, it wasn't going to be that for me. And I knew it. And that's okay. Sometimes that's basically the Empress energy is going to be straightforward with themselves, right? Now, here's the thing. We have this other energy that is like, I'm going to call it the icing on the cake. Okay. So we have very stable energy, very much growth, very much like someone who's blossoming, their whole life is taking off. We have all kinds of success happening for this character. Their future looks really good. Their future of business, whatever this is that our character is working toward, if they want to be a business owner, they'll probably like absolutely be able to make a very big success of themselves. It's somebody who's doing the thing that they love and that they're talented at, and that they really realize this is where I'm meant to be. I feel like I'm locked in a good way. Like I'm in the zone, and then in comes this sparkly, amazing. Not only has our character started to like really get some good footing, some good traction, and they're feeling better about themselves, and they're really feeling themselves excel and brighten. I mean, this could be somebody who looks in the mirror and they go, you know what? I actually look better than I have in a long time too. I look younger. I look more rested. I look, whatever this is. It's really what we're talking about is somebody who's self-satisfied. And that's when something else sparkly and shiny comes in, something passionate. This could be a lover who comes waltzing into someone's workplace. This could be somebody who this could be short-lived. Okay, let's be honest. Short-lived doesn't mean bad. We're just going to look and see where this goes. Eskar, thank you, you little angel. How are you? Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love that song by Ace of Base. Eskar, mwah. Thank you, honey. That's a beautiful donation, a great song. So we have the 3 of Cups in the upright. This is flirtation. This is dating. This could be going out with a friend. This could be meeting somebody through a friend and then asking about them, like, hey, who was that fine fox who came in on that stallion a little earlier? This could be a situation where it's just when things are going well, when we're loving on ourselves, when we're feeling like our life is accelerating. It's amazing how lots of other little fun things pop up in our lives. Mostly, I would argue, because we're more confident. We notice those little things. This person who came in flirting with us on a day where we felt, oh, my business sucks. All I am is worried about it. We probably wouldn't have noticed that person flirting. We would have blown it off. But when we're feeling sexy, handsome, attractive, powerful, feeling like our life is going in the right direction, we notice those people flirting. Now it's like, oh, this is fun. So I'm just going to say this is one more piece of evidence of like our lead character's successful vibe that they're in right now. So this could lead to some kind of a date. And there could be, I don't want to say that it's complicated exactly, but we got the Devil in the reverse, Capricorn energy, but it's followed up by the 5 of Swords. Maybe this is going to be someone who's younger or older than our lead character. There's something here where it's not that the connection would be toxic or has to be purely like flirtatious or purely like a carnal connection, although it may very well be. but there is trouble from the external world. And that's why, I don't know, this could be we're meeting somebody through someone else, and it's I don't know if this has staying power, but it sounds like it's going to be fun, and it doesn't sound like it's got to be a giant heartbreak, but it does look like there's struggles from the external world. Now, this card specifically is almost like two people who meet up at like a funeral and fall for each other, and that could be the like a little bit uncomfortable. Probably that's not the best place to be picking up on someone. Now that is very far out there, right? I'm not saying this is happening to our character, but I'm just giving an example of something that would be like a little bit taboo that isn't age related or something. It could be something along those lines, but it's the outside world is kind of like tearing them apart a little bit, or there's a little bit of like, I met this person, there was a flash, a flare, some excitement. We don't really have any issues, but maybe there's a little bit of an outside issue here. I keep resting my elbows on decks, and then my elbows get stuck on one or the other cards. We've got a 7 of Cups in the reverse. We keep seeing that if there is something that starts out flirtatious, even if it seems really fun, there is a little outside influence of stress, but between the two, our lead character and that King of Wands, there is not any huge confusion. I keep feeling like this is going to be here for a good time, not a long time. On this storyline, it's lighthearted. It doesn't feel like it's going to be something. Oh, we have a 7 of Pentacles and we have a Queen of Cups. Who knows? I say that and then I'm made a fool, right? Because what we have is 7 of Cups is long drawn out. Who knows what the future holds, right? As time passes, emotions can grow, but all right. So I read this, I see it. I see this as a totally different person. I don't see this as the Knight. I feel like the Knight, some passing fancy, something exciting, someone who's really fun, who comes in. And this bearded individual I'm looking at as a totally different character who on down the road is the one who maybe captures our Empress's heart. I think this is going to be more lighthearted. It's all going to be like, I kind of feel like what we're telling is a story of someone's life who suddenly everything starts to get a little brighter, a little more dazzly. They're going to have a summer romance. It's going to be super fun. Their business is going great. It's going to be like one of those summers to remember, or some phase of life to really remember. But over time, something more stable, something that has more staying power is showing up. Something where it's going to be like, this is just one wonderful stepping stone to something that's going to be much more satisfying, something much more well-rounded, something that really captures our lead character's heart. And it almost feels like it's something that is already brewing, because we see this person kind of hidden behind, this always looks like an abacus to me, like a gigantic abacus. But the 7 of Pentacles is like the true blue thing is a little further down the road. That's the simplest way to say this. But in the meantime, I feel like this character gets some really fun, really exciting whirl of enjoyment. Let's take a look. Universe, what's the big message for this character's current world, like their current, the career aspect and everything that seems to be getting better? Okay, so 3 of Sacred Circles is the 3 of Pentacles. It is time to connect with others. That's probably why, as business gets better, as life is flowing a little smoother, it brings up the openness and the desire to connect with others. And that is, you notice how we have the star here on the little hut, and then we also have the North Star here in the sky. You notice how we have a meeting of different energies, right? We have the bear meeting with the eagle. We have it here as well. So there's like a 5D connection that is being created in the 3D. So it's no wonder this is a real big upswing in our character's life. And for some reason, I don't know, I kept saying like over the summer, and this is like the next 3 months. Now, obviously if we're in the southern hemisphere, it's it's a flip-flopped weather pattern there. So that's their winter if you're like down in Australia. But the bottom line is I still keep seeing it as 3. So we've got something fun. We've got different energies coming together. We have opportunities for all kinds of, new business and new people that are going to be kind of bringing in other vibration into our lead character's life. Now, remember, we already saw the magician and we just doubled down on it. So when we start talking about that Knight of Wands, that kind of like sexy fun energy, I'm going to say, I think that our lead character was ready for some sexy fun energy. I think that they're ready to feel attractive, youthful, that, you know, life is going well. They want to meet new people. This is a storyline where our character is not, they're not going to be in hermit mode. They're not on a long journey of healing. They really have already turn that corner and are on this huge upswing, this uptick in energy flow. So it makes sense to me anyway that we see all kinds of vibes here of like positivity. All right, so now tell me about that Seven of Pentacles though, universe, because that's to me looks like a whole different person. Three of Swords, Three of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody else. It's somebody who has they could be a, I don't want to call them a wounded warrior per se, but we do see a samurai. This is a person who I'm wondering if the individual that our lead character actually ends up with later on in life, down the road, and now I want to say 7 months later. I'm wondering if they are a person who has been observing that empress, falling for that empress, but they've been on a journey of their healing. See, our empress is not on a healing journey. She's already good. That's why her life is blossoming. And this is almost like, I think that Knight of Wands is this wonderful, like get back into the swing of things kind of romance, if that makes sense. And then we've got this other character who comes in who has been wounded, but they're brave and they're honorable and they ride forward anyway. And at this point, they themselves are ready for something to actually like get started, to instead of like waiting any longer. I feel like they're saying, and maybe their life has been difficult, but whatever this is, I feel like they've kind of already fallen for her. They've been doing their healing. This is a brave person. It's a very different, a King of Cups, a Ten of Sacred Circles. There's a person she builds her home with, which is perfect because that Empress in business becomes a Queen of Cups in her heart, and she matches with a King of Cups. And together they have an amazing world, an amazing romance. This could be a very busy year for this character. We got a 3-month time frame, a 7-month time frame, and then we got winter coming on, and we have a matched pair. Interesting. I kind of really enjoyed this one because there was so much happening. And I love stories where we're not just grinding away at like one little aspect of a story, but instead seeing like this huge influx of, you know, characters, activities, and, you know, their growth and power. I'm going to leave that one there. I totally enjoyed this one. I hope you guys did too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're so awesome. Thank you again for your generosity and your kindness. I hope you guys do have a great time. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. Lets me know that you like the channel, want me to keep doing it. It also helps my channel to grow, which is so important to me as a free content creator. So thank you very much. Alexander, thank you. Bridget Syed, excuse me. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Priyanka, I am a Virgo, although I don't really identify as being a Virgo, but I'm a Virgo, like a huge Virgo. I have a ton of it in my chart. Happy Mother's Day to you also, Eskar, tomorrow, and to everyone out there. Leah Love, hey, spoiler alert, guys. In the today's topic video that I'll post, I will be announcing that in honor of Mother's Day, I'm going to be choosing 5 random winners to get a free read with me. You don't have to be a mother. It's just anyone who wants to like celebrate Mother's Day. Okay. So you can be a male just as easily. But I'll tell you guys more about that in the today's topic that I'll post at midnight. And then I just want to do something special to celebrate. So, all right, you guys, wonderful to see everybody out there. I'll see you guys in the next videos. Leah Love, great to see you. Hi, Carol. Hi, Vatsala. You guys are so awesome. Happy Mother's Day, Nina. Bye for now.